Hey, so what? You get a house in a contract, and you're excited. You're looking around for a buyer and all that good stuff. Listen, it's very important for you to know how, when you're shopping for your buyer, okay, so when they're a real buyer, how are they going to pay for the house? Does that make sense? Okay, or obviously for the contract and the house, it's very important. So here's what I mean by that. If it's a straight cash deal, you meet the buyer in the see buyer at the Walmart parking lot, whatever. You give them the contract and your assignment contract. You both sign that kind of thing, and he'll give you some non-refundable earnest money. I would recommend you do that, non-refundable. And then you're going to take the contract and the assignment contract to the A and B contract, essentially to the title company, your closing attorney kind of thing, and go to the closing situation. Again, if it's cash, it's no problem. He just wires funds, and you might do a double close, or it might just straight assignment fee. Okay, but here's and that's the case. Great, that's ideal. But you always want to know how your buyer's going to do it. If they don't have the cash liquid themselves, they're getting a loan. How is that set up? Is it private money? It's no problem, but you need to know this. Okay, private money probably is not going to be an issue. The lender doesn't care. The lender just has to deal with the buyer. Okay. But if your buyer is getting a conventional loan or a bank loan, okay, this is something you got to be careful about. You need to know that, because if you're trying to sign this contract and then your buyer is trying to, so you have an A to B contract, you and the seller, and then you're trying to sign that contract to your C buyer, and he's getting a loan with Wells Fargo, whatever, the local credit union, they may squawk. They may go, "We're not underwriting this deal," because you're doing an assignment contract. They might have a deal where you have to have some seasoning. Okay. So the A to B, A, B to C, they don't do an ABC transaction. They go A to B. And so they go, well, then if you're going to do B to C, B, that is you, the person I'm talking to in this video, you need to season that loan, right? Or that, not loan, but you need to season the property, meaning that you need to own it for a while. Okay, 30 days, 6 months, I mean, whatever it is. If it's 6 months, you got to get some transactional funding. That's not going to be very cheap. Does that make sense? So you need to know this. Okay, how is your buyer getting funded? Okay, because if they're not getting if they don't have cash, that's something you need to be careful with. This thing can blow up in your face. Okay, and if they are getting a loan with a bank, I would exhort you to talk with them and see if they can get some private money first, so that the ABC transaction, B2C transaction that you're part of is out the way, and then they can refinance. Your C buyer can refinance in the bank in the future. Does that make sense? I hope that this is a nuance, but it's really important for you. Okay, just because you have a buyer does not necessarily mean it's a done deal until it's done, right? So you just want to know how they're getting their funds. Okay, so I hope this helps you. Want some clarification? You want to talk about this? Maybe look at a deal, whatever. Let me know below, and then we'll schedule a time. We can do a Zoom call, whatever, and potentially do some joint venture together. So Godspeed, and we'll see you in the next video.